What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Halo's TV show being set in its own universe, having its own canon. And I'm probably going to say some pretty controversial things, so let me just start it off by honestly saying, we can disagree. If you guys do disagree, that's fine. Let me know in the comments, what you think about it. I'm trying to see it both ways, and I do think I'm going to express that pretty well, hopefully, throughout this video, because I'm not a guy, I think, that just sees things just in one direction. But for this, I kind of see it highlighted in one way, and so let's just kind of get into it. So basically, this comes from Twitter, Halopedia, and they say the upcoming Halo TV show now has its own canon status. It falls under something called the Halo Silver Timeline. According to K. Wolfkill, this was done to help protect both the core canon and the TV show's canon, letting each evolve to best suit the medium that they are on. Okay, and now you see a lot of people, I think, very positive. I don't really see too much. I have seen people that I would say agree with my line of thought, but I would say kind of overwhelmingly is people saying, good, fine. Okay, here's the thing, and I would like to say maybe the positives first, right? I am actually okay in a way with this, where it's okay, well, you're doing your own thing. You don't want it to interfere with the games. You want them to live kind of separately, and so you're doing that. And I guess even as they say, you're doing it almost to protect. Now, I kind of look at it a little bit differently than how they're saying it, but let's just follow what they say, to protect both, where they can do their own thing, and it's fine because it's a TV show and they want to do their own stuff, and then the games, obviously, they've been around forever, and they can continue. And, I mean, it's more than just actually those two mediums, but those are the biggest ones, right? Or I guess the game would be the biggest one. So, okay, fine. And, again, if you like that, that is totally, totally cool. Let me just tell you a little briefly about why I'm personally kind of worried about that, okay? And I actually tweeted this, so there's two reasons why I'm worried about it. One, and I guess maybe I'll just read my tweet and I'll expand upon it. They want to do something so wild, but want to use the Halo name for exposure. So to me, I guess expanding on that, right, this could be an example, okay, of they want to go so off the deep rails, okay, that they know it's not going to be fitting, and that actually goes to point number two, but they know it's not even going to fit with the Halo canon, that they're not even going to try, but they want the name because they're not creative enough to do their own thing. Now, that's definitely an attack. That's definitely a little bit more aggressive, but I would say, I mean, this is not like an unidentified thing. This is not something that's never happened before. Hollywood is, I mean, over the last 5-7 years is kind of known for this. They can't do anything on their own. They have no originality. They have no talent, widely. Okay, not everybody, but most. And so they do remakes, they gender swap, they race swap, they just do things because they can't create characters, they can't create storylines on their own, so they just take other things, but they want them to be different, right? That's why they do them. They want them to be different, but they don't have the talent to do everything new, so they have to borrow a lot of what's already out there. So that would, again, there's no proof for this for Halo, by the way. I'm just saying, this is an early thought based off of just what I'm thinking, and we'll have to see if they do it. They may, they may want to go so off the deep rails, but they're like, well, we want to use Halo because we need that. Obviously, we'll have Chief and Cortana, but I mean, we're just going to go, we really want it to be something different, but we know Halo sells, and so we're going to use it. That could be a thing. It doesn't have to be. In fact, God, I hope not, but it could be. By the way, I know people have said this on Twitter. I know Castlevania and Arcane, they also are good examples of shows that don't also do the same thing. They're not in the same canon, but they do there's wink, wink, nod, nod to things and stuff like that. So fine. Again, I'm not saying it's impossible for this to work. Okay, I'm not. I'm just saying there's worries here that I have, and not everything is Castlevania or Arcane. There's Cowboy Bebop, and there's stuff like that sometimes pops up that upsets a few people online, and that's sarcasm, by the way. Number two, they're gonna go so off the deep end they'd upset people if it was connected to Halo. So they're kind of they're very closely interlinked, and that really goes to the whole bankruptcy of Hollywood, right? They want it to be something completely new, but they need to rely on Halo, you know what I mean? And so they're just going to do, they're going to use Halo and they're going to borrow it, but they really want it to be something else, but they're not creative enough to do it. So that's really my encompassing worry about it. Is you can definitely, again, I'm fine with it. You can look at how they say it because it does sound fine when you read it. This was done to help protect both the core canon and the TV show's canon, letting each evolve to best suit the medium they're on. You can read that as, oh my God, they're thinking of themselves. They're also thinking of the games. They're thinking of the comics or the books. They're thinking about the fans, that they don't, you know what I mean? They want everything to kind of live on its own. Great. You could also think of it as, we're going to destroy it so bad. And this is definitely like a huge jump. But we're going to do some crazy stuff that would never fly in anything else. Like, it would upset people. But we are now going to do it. And we wouldn't be able to get, this is actually what I wanted to say earlier, but we wouldn't be able to get away with it. Like, fans would hold us accountable if we were connected to the games or connected to this or connected to that. Like, we would be in big trouble because we'd be like insulting people or upsetting people. But because we're going to be separate, we can now do anything, because like now you can't get mad at us. Now you can't say, oh my God, what a stupid decision, because guess what? It doesn't factor in with any of the other stuff. So I would easily say there's two ways of looking at it. I really, I'm not going to be the one that says like my way is the only way, and this way that I just described to you is the way that it's for sure going to happen, or it's the only way that it can go. But I'm also not naive enough to think, okay, especially in the world we live in with Hollywood and with just adaptations, 97% of them turn out bad. Yeah, let's just be fair. You know what I mean? They don't often work. It's actually a rarity when these things like nail it. So let's not pretend like they just have 100% success rate. So I'm just saying there's a possibility that there could be some issues here. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. I do a brand new video on the channel every single day, and so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.